Wednesday, the 19th of February 2025. It's 8 a.m. in the Gambia, and therefore coffee time on West Coast Radio. I am Peter Gomez. On YouTube, our program is sponsored by Jah Oil.
In a world where progress never sleeps, one company stands out as the driving force behind infrastructure and energy solutions. Introducing our fuel company and cement producer, where excellence meets efficiency. Jah Oil. The company have 30 filling stations across the country that are all operating, which includes the recently completed Yarambamba and Old Yundum filling stations. And our rates are relatively cheaper than anyone else across the country. Along the years, Jah Oil introduces importation and distribution of cement in their line of business to diversify and strengthen their operations. Are you a cement retailer? At the moment, Jah Oil is the biggest producer and distributor of cement in the country with the most competitive prices in the market. With a focus on sustainability and innovation, we are paving the way for a greener, stronger future. Trust in us to fuel your projects and lay the groundwork for success. We currently produce over 25,200,000 bags per year. As the largest cement producer in the country, Jah Oil also targets to export cement to the neighboring countries like Guinea-Bissau, Guinea-Conakry, and others. Join us on our journey to shape a world where every drop of fuel and every bag of cement makes a difference. Together, we can build a brighter tomorrow.
The Ministry of Trade, Industry, Regional Integration and Employment has reached out to the Gambia Bakers Union, and both sides have agreed for further engagement with government on the union's planned increase of the price of bread. As a result, the proposed increment has been put on hold pending further consultations and agreement with the government. Well, that was what we were told in a press release issued a few hours before the planned price hike from $10 per loaf to $13 was to kick in on Monday. Well, the result was a shortage of the popular breakfast staple in most parts of the Greater Banjul area from Monday through Tuesday and possibly until this morning. And that's why we would love to hear from you. Do you have bread in your area this morning? Is it a situation you've been enjoying or enduring since Monday? Let us know. You can either SMS or WhatsApp us on 7711599. 7711599. Meanwhile, we can talk to the Deputy Permanent Secretary from the Trade Ministry, Mr. Abdullah Jame. Thanks for coming, Abdullah. Surely the bakers have a strong reason for wanting to raise the price of bread if what they claim that flour and other ingredients have been going up and up all the time is true. Surely you can understand that.
Yes, Peter, thank you. Peter, good morning.
Good morning.
And let me thank you for the opportunity to be in this studio today. We want to thank you for the opportunity. And we are here also just to reiterate what is happening in relation to the increment in the price of bread that was announced and its subsequent suspension. And also we are here to inform the general public about the government's framework that we have to work with the bakeries so that we avoid this type of situation. We already have an established framework, working framework with them. So that's why this type of announcement sometimes, it's always caught us, we are always surprised on that because there is always a channel that such communication can be channeled through so that we work together to address it. But just like to answer to the question that you have said, you have asked, it's true that the price of flour has been changing over the period. From the announcement that was made by the National Bakers Union, that the price, this $10 that we have was since 2019. So that's true. And the price of flour has also been changing from where it was in 2019, which is roughly around 1,145.
Changing how? Not going down.
Yeah, but increasing.
Exactly.
Increasing.
Yeah.
But if you also look at that, the increment in the price of bread, of flour, from where it was to now, and then also the increment of maybe even fuel from where it was in 2019 to now, and then you compare the price that was in 2019, and now, if the price is to remain, if one should reflect on it, one should also know that something is happening that kept the price at $10. So it's not.
So what was happening to keep the price at $10?
Yeah.
That is not happening now.
Exactly.
To warrant the bakers wanting to, add $3.
So I will summarize quickly. Now, 2019, you will recall that immediately after 2019, we went into COVID. There was challenges in even accessing basic commodities,
Yes.
including wheat.
Yes.
So what we have done to ensure that we have we stabilize the market, we have engaged the mills. Because before then, during that time, the mills were importing the wheat on a quarterly basis. We asked them they have to stock up to 6 months so that we minimize the frequency of importation, and that helped in stabilizing the price.
Especially given that the price of foreign currency keeps fluctuating.
Exactly. So that helped in 2020 during the COVID periods. So when the Russia-Ukraine war also started, we have there was global supply side disruptions, which led to the increment of wheat itself increased substantially, and then there is also transportation costs also increased, and then the mills, because of the change in the price of wheat, they also wanted to increase. But because we were during that price, the inflation of basic commodity was also high globally, and then we want to stabilize the price of bread. So government asked the mills to maintain their prices so that the difference was absorbed by government. So that's also helped.
So government was giving the mills some money?
No, letting go,
Or giving them tax breaks?
Not tax break as such, but government let go certain things that we should collect. So that for a period of time, for a short period of time, 6 months, so that the situation stabilized. Luckily,
but meanwhile, you were taking from the bakers everything you were supposed to take from them.
No. So that the price would not increase. So the price remained at that level, so that.
Now you were doing this for the mills.
But so that the mills will not increase the price.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that the mills will not increase, and they did not increase.
So what has changed now? You've started taking from the mills what you were not taking from them, or what?
That's a temporal measure. So luckily, before the end of that measure, the wheat prices also started going down. So we also passed through stably during 2022 into 2023. In 2023, when the temporal measure ended, then the mills increased the prices. So we engaged the bakers, and they agreed that if we allow them to import, because there is a window.
Okay.
If we buy local, there is no way we will keep our price at $10. But if you open the window for us to import...
Meaning you are not protecting the mills anymore.
Exactly.
Okay.
Then if you allow us to import, we would be able to get high-quality flour. We would be able to produce and sell at $10. Okay, so that's also done. That was given to them. We allowed them to import. That's also a temporal measure. And they have been importing that they have been utilizing that support up to March 2014. Okay, so that's also helped in ensuring that we remain at $10, even though when you go to the local flour, the price is a bit high because government has allowed them to import.
Okay.
So that also helped. So when that measure also ended, and it also coincided with the time when the bakeries wrote to the ministry, they reorganized themselves because then we were working with the association. Now they have established a union comprising both association. They have a Senfur association and Tapalapa association. So they form that union. And in the notice of the establishment of the union, they also inform of some of the challenges that they were facing, because that window to import also ended. Now, so they are facing the current prices.
Why would you end it when these people have increased, the price of wheat, and if they were importing?
No, since last year they have not increased, but because the window for them to import ended, they came back to the government.
Oh,
they came back to the government.
Okay,
and then engage us that if we continue to allow them to import. They will continue to sell at $10. So
in the meantime, what was happening to the flour being produced by these two mills you've been protecting all these years?
No. They are not importing everything that they need.
So what are they importing?
What they requested is to import so that they are able to mix it.
To import what?
No, they import premium flour.
Yes.
That they can use to mix it with local flour. Then they produce bread. So once they are able to do that, they would be able to sell at a profit. So that's what led to where we are with the $10. But we have also observed that while that is happening, the quality of the bread in terms of the sizes were also going down. So that's perhaps also a way.
Even the quality of the bread. Some people are saying if you try to split a bread into two, I mean, you end up with some floury, whatever. I mean, I don't eat bread, so I don't. I have no idea what Gambian bread,
So now that's why the current engagement that we have, that led to the formulation of an MOU that we are working with the Bakers Union, address all that. Now, in the MOU, is a tripartite commitment. They requested that they also want to improve the quality of the bread, but then they also want to access, if we want them to maintain the price, we should allow them to import a premium, we should give them a quota to import.
Yeah, but what I don't understand is, why would they import premium flour to mix with the local flour? I mean, that raises some questions.
No, they say that it helps in improving the quality of their bread.
Yeah, but you should establish that what they are telling you is the truth, because apparently they are mixing and giving to people without officials knowing what they're bringing in. Premium flour to mix with our flour. Is our flour that bad?
No,
that they have to extend to import?
No, it's two levels. They've complained that the quality of our flour, if they use it alone, they will not be able
What's the problem with the quality? Is it good or bad?
They complain that it's low.
Yeah.
So that it's low.
So why are we being made to consume low quality flour?
Now we have engaged the mills. They said they are, we have a standard on flour, a national standard on flour.
Yes.
And
the one we are producing is substandard.
No, it's not substandard. It's meeting that
low quality then.
No, the low quality, but no, it's not substandard. That's what they said. Now we are working with the mills because we are monitoring that. We have engaged them. They emphasize that the flour that they are producing is standard is of standard. Now we have engaged the Gambia Standard Bureau to monitor that. So while we are monitoring that, because it's also a process, we have also given them the opportunity to import under the framework that we have. So they will be importing the premium flour, mixing it with the local flour and producing to supply. In that MOU that we have with them, they have requested that it's three parties. Mm-hmm. They have requested them, we give them a quota to import. So we have assessed the market, the demand for the domestic market, and then we allow them to import 3,000 tons every month. They have identified the importers that should import for them, and under the framework, each party has a commitment. Now, for the government, what they request is we should facilitate, we should engage the Ministry of Finance, work with them and GRA to facilitate that importation. And that we should also engage with the Ministry of Finance because the current duty for flour is 47%. That's the protection duty. But then if we give them a reduced duty, they will be able to import.
Yeah, but they were importing.
No, at a reduced duty, not at 47.
Okay.
So they still...
And at what percent? What's the percentage of that?
It's 20%.
20%. Okay,
Instead of paying 47,
they are not asking for free, but they don't want to pay 47 as well.
Exactly.
If the duty can be kept at 20%.
Exactly.
Okay.
So once they are able to do that, they will sell at $10. So that's the agreement.
Has this engagement begun?
Yes.
With the Ministry of Finance, with
yeah,
DRA?
we have engaged Finance in September. Finance have granted.
In September?
Yeah, in September last year.
Of last year?
Last year.
So why would they, well then...
No, let me come.
Okay.
So we have engaged Finance. Finance agreed. When Finance agreed, now we signed the MOU. We signed the MOU with them on the 21st of October. Okay?
Okay.
And for them to be able to import 3,000 metric tons every month.
Yes.
At 20%. Okay? They have also identified the third party, the importers. So the importer will import the premium flour. So
you signed this MOU in October, November, December, January, February, 4 months after the Bakers Union calls for a strike because they cannot increase bread. So when they could have imported their premium flour 4 months ago, I don't understand.
So I'm coming there. You know, it's a process. So the importer has started the process of importing. The flour arrived in January. So the government has met its commitments. We have met our obligations, giving them the quota and then also giving them the reduced duty.
So the flour is in town. It's in the country.
Yes.
And it has been since January.
No, it arrived, but they started supplying them this week because it arrived in the country. They requested for us to facilitate, which we did. But, you know, when you come, it's only the duty that is waived. It's not the excise tax. So when they brought in, they wanted that also to be waived. But that is not within the framework that we have. So I think that's what holds the
So when they were, before this current consignment, when they imported in the past, were they not paying the excise tax?
No, that time the stamp fee is not there. The sigma is not there.
Okay, I just heard excise duty.
Exactly.
So this is the new.
It's the new rules that allow all those who are paying, so that every product that comes is accounted that is paying the excise tax.
Okay.
That GRS
so technically, it's not true when we keep hearing arguments. The Gambia has not increased taxes. No, they have increased taxes because this is a new tax.
No, this is the excise tax for all those who are producing. They're supposed to pay. But if you remember, GRA
we're not talking about this stamp tax. This stamp duty.
It's the stamp tax that I'm saying.
Is this not new?
No, it's new, but the excise tax is not new. So this stamp is to ensure that everybody pays.
But that's what, if I understand you, that's what the Bakers Union is complaining about. This stamp duty tax, isn't it?
No, that's what I'm saying. Before now.
What are you saying?
No, before now. They were not importing. Before now, they were not importing.
I thought you said they were bringing in premium flour, Ablai.
That's what I'm saying.
Where was the premium flour coming from?
The premium flour, they were importing it, but they...
You just said they were not importing in the past, so I'm confused.
No, what I mean...
Yeah.
Maybe I should differentiate. What I mean is outside the premium flour.
Okay.
Before its introduction,
yes,
nobody was importing flour.
True.
The flour that we were using were all domestically produced.
Yes.
Okay. So when we gave them the quota only waived the duty. But when you bring, you have to pay the excise tax because those who are producing locally are paying.
So in the past they were paying the excise tax.
Yes.
And my question was, what's the complaint about the excise tax now?
Exactly. That's why we are saying that one, we cannot waive it.
Yeah, but I also heard stamp duty. Are they one and the same thing, or are they different? Do you pay excise tax at the same time you pay stamp duty, or what?
No, but the stamp duty is a stamp that you are buying. It's not much.
So you pay excise, but you would still buy the stamp?
Yes, they buy the stamp.
Yeah, so that's additional.
Exactly. No, but that's not much.
Well, I mean, that's for the bakers to worry about. If it's not much, why are they complaining?
The stamp is to account that every product that you are paying.
So there is an additional duty that is in contention, and that is what this talk is all about now.
But that's resolved now.
That's resolved?
That's resolved.
Will they pay it or not?
No, they have to pay. They have to pay.
I think bread will be increased.
No, wait, let me just finish.
Yeah.
So that one, in the MOU that we have with the supplier, the supplier is to sell to them. The supplier is to sell to them at a price below the domestic market that we have in the market, or equal to that. It cannot go above it. So even if the tax is to be paid, the stamp tax, I mean.
Well, you said it will be paid.
Yeah, it will be paid.
So don't say even if it is to be
So if
paid.
it is a problem for them,
Yes.
they can only bring it to the government. Then we engage the importer, because the importer has to put that into consideration. It's never waived. It was never waived in the MOU. So now they are getting the flour itself. They have started selling it to them. So now so for them, once they receive the flour, they should be able to produce the bread and then sell it at $10. So that's the framework we have with them. So everybody is very clear with your responsibility.
Okay.
So now the government has done what it's supposed to do. The importer has also imported. Now they have access to the product. They should be able to produce and sell.
Okay.
Now, but unfortunately in the implementation, we are expecting that now we are in the implementation phase. So we receive a letter from them expressing their intent to increase the price on Monday. So that's a surprise to us.
This is this past Monday.
Exactly.
Okay. Well,
Exactly.
I mean, we should be going forward now.
Exactly.
I mean,
so now going forward, we have agreed that we have to discuss. This is something that you have to follow due process. So we have established a technical committee. So we will look at all that. If there is a need for the price to be increased, it will. But until that time, the price will remain at $10. So we are all in agreement with that. That's why we are also here to make the public understand that it's $10.
So nobody should buy bread for anything more than $10
Exactly.
per loaf.
And also for their members, because the union is negotiating for them. And the union has asked them to continue the baking of bread. So they should listen to them, because we are all engaging. So we are reiterating the call from the union that bakers should continue to bake. I know that a lot of them are baking now. If you compare what happened on Monday and now, the situation is changing.
Okay.
Yeah. So going forward, we are discussing frankly with them. If there is a need to increase, it will be, but it requires a review of all the production costs. We will review exactly what government is giving you. And then if there is a window for increment, it will. If there is no window for increment, maybe we will leave it at $10 for now.
Fantastic. Ablai, thanks for coming. Ablai Jame is the Deputy Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Trade, Industry, Regional Integration and Employment. Good morning, Peter. It's very sad. We still have no bread. This person has not told us where he's texting from. Hello, good morning, Uncle Peter. Well, bread is available in my area, in Manjai Kunda, but it's too small now. I think they reduced the weight, and this is coming from Mola. Let bakers themselves control the quality of the bread, says this texter. Thank you very much for your text messages. We've got to move on. It's Coffee Time with Peter Gomez, live on West Coast Radio.
In a world where progress never sleeps, one company stands out as the driving force behind infrastructure and energy solutions. Introducing our fuel company and cement producer, where excellence meets efficiency. Jah Oil. The company have 30 filling stations across the country that are all operating, which includes the recently completed Yarambamba and Old Yundum filling stations. And our rates are relatively cheaper than anyone else across the country. Along the years, Jah Oil introduces importation and distribution of cement in their line of business to diversify and strengthen their operations. Are you a cement retailer? At the moment, Jah Oil is the biggest producer and distributor of cement in the country with the most competitive prices in the market. With a focus on sustainability and innovation, we are paving the way for a greener, stronger future. Trust in us to fuel your projects and lay the groundwork for success. We currently produce over 25,200,000 bags per year. As the largest cement producer in the country, Jah Oil also targets to export cement to the neighboring countries like Guinea-Bissau, Guinea-Conakry, and others. Join us on our journey to shape a world where every drop of fuel and every bag of cement makes a difference. Together, we can build a brighter tomorrow.